Hello everyone, Minky here with the next episode of Pokemon Gen 1 AEFE. And yeah, I think it's about high time we take on the Pokemon League. Also, just to quickly point out, I want to point out that I've obviously I've coloured it in a little bit, if you will. This is one of the options you can kind of take with the Game Boy, with the VBA, and I figured, you know what, I might as well experiment a little bit with it to see like what I come up with. This is kind of what I came up with. It's kind of what I'm stuck with, actually, a little bit, once I figure out which colours I need to go back to. But yeah, this coloration I think is pretty alright. It's not too bad, but I've only ever seen this little bit though for this coloration, but you know, it's still something, and figured I'd go with it anyway because it's red. So you know, I've done the same with blue and yellow as well, although yellow's a little weird because it's yellow, it's actually probably coloured in, but I guess we'll see how things go. So let's get started with the episode then. Okay, so does that doesn't do things really. And yeah, look at this lovely water that we have here as well. It's only something, isn't it? Alright, Lorelei time. So I've done a bit of training. I've decided in the end that I'm only going to use my 2 Pokemon for this, the actual 2 Pokemon that got me through the first time. So I'm not gonna really, you know, I'm not gonna use my other Pokemon for this, the ones that I went and got and such. You know, like the Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee and the Eevees and whatnot. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna save that for when I actually tackle the bonus series, if you will, you know, later on down the line. So this series won't have them, but whenever I do the next series, there's sort of like the bonus series in the future, that will have those teams, and so I'll have a like proper, you know, team then, if you will, and I'll try and focus on those new team members as well, obviously with the exception of the legendary birds, of course, and I won't include Mewtwo either. I'll just include the legendary birds because that's kind of that's a bit. I will bring them obviously, but I've tried not to use them because obviously, again, that's not the point, if you will. I want to try and use the actual members, if you will, rather than you know, rather than legendaries, because it's legendaries, you know. So yeah. Wow, that's a crit. I know the special was going to be bad. I know the hit was going to be bad because Ice Punch, being an ice type, is a special move in this game, but well. And yeah, Lapras is wow, Jinx was the only one. To be fair, I think Jinx is the only one that doesn't have a weakness to Thunderbolt, but yeah, they were the only one to put up. Whoa, okay, wow, Confuse Ray, okay. Oh, first hit. And they hit me with Confuse Ray again. Why? Oh yeah, because it's whatever it's called. I can't even remember what it's called. It's a good AI for the. And they think. I didn't know that Ghost type moves are super effective against Ghost type Pokemon, so that's why. I was about to say as well, they changed the moveset for the league between Red and Blue and Yellow. But this is red. This is the worst moveset, if you will. So, you know, it's a little bit weird. It's the worst moveset here. Alright, and that was Lorelei. Wow, I'm actually getting through this a bit quicker than expected. But this is Bruno, so let's have a go at Bruno. I feel like Bruno's going to be probably not too bad. Yeah, Bruno's a weird one because, like, you look back and think, like, okay, fair enough, Agatha doesn't have too many Ghost type Pokemon on her team because you want to diversify her team, and so obviously she's not going to be, you know, Haunter, Gengar, Haunter, anything like that, you know, it's not going to be just all that. And then you've got, like, you know, you've got other trainers like that throughout the series who, you know, who don't have a very good team, if you will, or a very diverse team. maybe, yeah, you'll have the occasional, you know, maybe on occasion you'll have the trainer or, you know, the gym leader or whatever who will have an occasional random other Pokemon, you know, which to a degree makes sense when you think about it. Like, for example, Giovanni in Yellow has a Persian, even though it's a ground type specialist. But obviously Yellow is based on the anime, so it's kind of, that's kind of obvious why he's got that. And then you've got, for example, what was his name? I can't remember what his name was, but in Generation 4, the last gym leader actually has an Octillery on his team. And to me, like, that kind of makes sense in the sense that he's got a Pokemon on his team that, you know, well, being an electric type gym leader, his only weakness, his only real weakness is the ground type. But Octillery being a water type will have at least something to be able to counteract that, if you will. So at least they've got that, if you will. So that to me kind of makes sense, if you will. You know, so that's something there, if you will. That I think about. And I think it's a good strategy as well, given that, you know, she only has one thing, weird. Yeah, she only has the one thing. But yeah, to a degree I think stuff like that kind of makes sense, if you will. Alright, Agatha time. Yeah, it's weird as well. They always say the same thing as well. You know, even after you beat them and whatnot. I mean, I guess it makes sense in the sense of if you lose to them, they say the same thing. But when you beat them, and then you come back and face them again, they'll still say the same thing. So it's really weird. And this will be especially apparent in Lance's dialogue, actually, which you might be able to predict what he says, but I won't say just yet. Oh wow, the special fell as well. That's great. But that's a hefty 56 damage right there. I wonder why it's not super effective. Can't be because that's weird though, how it's like, you know, you'd think it would be, or at least it could be, because it still doesn't affect normal type Pokemon, even though it's weird and that it's like, because it's predetermined, you'd think maybe it would, or maybe it should, you know, hit normal types still, but it doesn't. But then it's not super effective against ghost types, you know, or not very effective against dark types, if you will. Because it just does the fixed amount of damage, and then that's just it, if you will. It's rather odd. And yeah, it's funny as well that I've got Shadow here, and they're just defeating Agatha, the ghost type trainer. I mean, the Shadow's moveset is pretty. I think the only thing, I don't know. I was gonna say I think the only move that could be better is Toxic. Because believe it or not, Shadow doesn't actually get any poison type hitting moves. Although I say that, but poison type in this game, as well as ghost type actually, ironically speaking, poison type and ghost type moves are physical moves in this generation. So that's a bit of a pity that neither of them really use the super potion right there. Okay, Agatha. It's all about strength and yet you heal, okay. Oh, you're something special, child. You're not. You're clearly lacking special, aren't you? Given your Gengar drops in it. Speaking of Professor Oak being a dove, and she does that. Look at this. I like how they built this as well, because it kind of reflects on the fact that, oh, this is supposed to be the final one, and yet, you know, really? Does it? I swear, like, I tried this on, actually, yeah, I tried it on Yellow. I wanted to experiment, and it doesn't, you know, it doesn't, I don't know, I guess we'll see that when we do the Yellow portion. Alright, Lance time. Aha, I heard about you, Minky. Yeah, from my last victory, right? I lead the Elite Four. You can call me Lance the Dragon Trainer. Oh, we've never met before, have we? Yeah, dragons are mythical Pokemon. Yes, because you told me last time. They're hard to catch and raise, but their powers are superior to not me. They're virtually indestructible. Well, are you ready to lose? Are you ready to lose? Your league challenge ends with me, Minky. Okay, not in that portion. Will be afterwards, after the battle. Well, I mean, maybe some of that is, you know, repeated, but obviously I'm talking about something afterwards. And oh, hey, it's a red Gyarados. I wonder how you got that, Lance. Except I don't, because it's obviously the coloration. Yeah, the red Gyarados. That's certainly something I want to talk about in at some point. Alright, let's give Fire a chance to shine. Especially since, actually no, you know what, now I think about it, maybe that was a bad move, because I think they're going to use Ice Beam, which is good against Fire, actually, in this generation. Oh, okay, no, this one doesn't have Ice Beam. That's fine. Wow, that was a crit. That did almost half my health, and that was a crit, okay. I'm going to trust my Flamethrower. Oh, okay, I got a crit there. You know what? Now I'm thinking about it, maybe it would be best if I stick with Shadow here, because I know. Actually, no, I don't wanna cheese it by using the good AI to get them to use agility, because it's not good AI. Let's just say that. And yeah, High Potion. Okay, that's delaying the inevitable. Dragon Rage. Oh no, am I gonna fail here? No, it's only gonna do 40 damage. Let's see if a Flamethrower actually does take them down. Oh, okay, never mind. I get another crit with Flamethrower. Okay. Aerodactyl. Okay, I will swap for you, because I know Rock is very good against Fire here. Well, I guess I can show this off. It even does the sound effect to say it's not very effective, even though it's neutral. Wow, okay, Bite just did not hit me. That's kind of funny that Bite is, really... But yeah, Bite is an interesting move, I think, because in Generation 1, it was a physical move because it's normal type. But in Generation 2 and 3, it's a dark type move. Therefore, it does special damage. It's a special move. And and then in Generation 4 they fix it. They fix the whole split kind of thing. So now it's you know, it's now a dark type physical move, if you will. It's just kind of funny to me. Just one of the weirdest moves in the game, I think. As a series, I mean, not as a individual game. Yeah, I'm probably gonna faint here, but that's fine, I think. Okay. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Well, come on, man. And they're gonna get the glitch as well. Oh, I guess it's not really a glitch. I'll probably call it an exploit, to be fair. Because they're gonna be allowed to just attack again. Although I say that, but now they're just going to use agility, so... Like, they're going to literally do nothing to... Or barrier. Barrier or agility, because I'm pretty sure barrier is a psychic type move. Otherwise, why would he have used it? He can actually use Hyper Potion. Of course he does. You know, because he knows he's stuck. Use Mario against my special orientated Pokemon, okay. Yeah, good luck. Why are you the champion when you literally would have failed against Agatha because of this? Because it's very thing. Of course, the last one's a critical hit as well. Which, in this case, is kind of a waste, but... oh well, I guess. That's it. I hate to admit it, but you are a Pokemon Master. again. I still can't believe my Dragons lost to you, Minky. I can. You lost before. You're now the Pokemon League champion. Or you would have been, but you have one more challenge ahead. You have to face another trainer. His name is Red. He beat the Elite Four before you. He beat it before you, now you beat it before you again. He is the real Pokemon League champion. Alright, let's have a look at you two then. Yes, and that's plenty of PP. That's also even more plenty of PP. I'm going to start with you instead, because you definitely need more training, I think. Alright, last bit. And yeah, that was all scripted, by the way, that whole little walkway to the rival here, so you better be careful before you walk into the warp zone for it, if you want, because otherwise you're going to, you know, you got to be careful about that, basically, is what I'm saying, in case you want to, like, heal up or anything. I assembled teams that would beat any Pokemon type. So he assembled multiple different teams as well. So that's another thing that I'm thinking of. It's like maybe he did, maybe he made like multiple different teams to take on any specific type. Like whether or not it'd be like here's an anti-water type team, if you will. Here's an anti-electric team or whatever. You know, particularly for all the gym leaders for one thing, but also for like, you know, I mean, obviously also, like, maybe you could build different teams, all of which are like this team, if you will. Where, like, it's diverse, if you will. You know, like, many different diverse teams, if you will. Like, you know what I mean? You know, like, this team, and you've got a different team that's also diverse, but different from this first team. Stuff like that. You know. That's what I'm thinking, is that he means by that. But yeah, what have I done? Yeah, let's swap for that. Because I've got Mega Drain. It's funny because it's like they've got smart AI, and yeah, I'm doing the various pretty much the same thing, if you will. Yeah, I'll try and stick with fire for this one, but whoever ends it off will end it off. Actually, I kind of hope Shadow ends it off, because that would be pretty cool. Not because I've used him more so in this video, but well, I guess you'll see why at the end. Dang it, he didn't do enough damage. Oh well. What? Okay, well at least this gives me the chance to show off Dig, and that it does pretty much the same damage as Earthquake. Yeah, see, it's pretty much the same as Earthquake, just 2 turns. The only upside that Dig has over Earthquake. Like, both of them are obviously very good moves. It's just that one of them takes only 1 turn to execute, while the other takes 2. But the upside to Dig is that obviously it's an infinite amount of escape ropes, and if you use it against Pokemon, at least in Generation 1 anyway, I'm talking about. In Generation 1, if you use it against a Pokemon that uses self-destruct, then you can either, if it's a wild Pokemon, you win the battle and you don't lose a PP for it, or if it's, I think it's, in a battle, I think you can swap out and you'll preserve the PP for it still. I'm not sure about that, but I know it preserves the PP if it's a wild Pokemon that self-destructs. And the only reason why I know that is because I used to do it a lot when I was a kid. Like, I remember having this one, like, I mentioned it before, how, like, I had this one file where I'd go through the game and, you know, of course, one HP left. I would go through the game and, you know, I'd have, like, an adventure of it, if you will, and I would always have a Dugtrio that I caught at level 31 from Diglett's Cave, and I would just dig against all the Geodudes. And I was always so happy when they used self-destruct, because it would save me a PP on my dig, and it would also allow me to just, you know, save time on having to go to the Pokemon Center, basically. But here we go, Minky defeated Red, and yes, I did name him Red just for that. So I have defeated Red. You beat my best. After all that work to become League Champ, again? My reign is already over? Again? That's not fair. Again. And yeah, that's, wow. That went a lot faster than I was kind of expecting, to be honest. Never made any mistakes raising my Pokemon. To be fair, I think he's a good trainer. He's not, I don't think he's, I don't know, I don't think he's that bad. But, obviously there's still improvements to be made. I mean, you can say that about pretty much anyone, really, to be fair, though. Minky! Congratulations! You're a new Pokemon League champion again. How you lost your title in the first place, I don't know. Since you first left with Charmander. Yeah, Charmander, my fire. You have come of age, again. Red, I'm disappointed, again. I came when I heard you beat the Elite Four, again. But when I got here, you had already lost, again. Red, do you understand why you lost? Because you're the first generation of Pokemon and Minky knows what he's doing. You have forgotten to treat your Pokemon with trust and love, again. Without them, you will never become a champ again. Again. Except you did. Again. And you will. Again. Minky, you understand that your victory was not just your own doing. Again. The bond you share with your Pokemon is marvelous. Again, no, okay, I'll stop. Stop. Yeah, I'll go through this last little bit. I'll probably do the same for Blue and Yellow as well. But then, you know. Congratulations, Minky. This floor is the Pokemon Hall of Fame again. Oh yeah, I'll stop. Okay, exploits here. Yeah, that's what I like to hear though. And yeah, I did bring Mew with me because I wanted them to actually come this time around because they were an important part of the team. At least before I started the LP, so that's why they're here. Congratulations again, you know. You and your Pokemon are Hall of Famers. Alright, I think it's the last, yeah, because he's not got an arrow next to it. So yeah, I'm going to stop there. And that's going to be it for this part. I think it's going to be it for this part. If not, then obviously you'll see this longer. And if not, this is going to be the only 4-part I do of the LP. So, you know, so yeah, I hope you're looking forward to the rest of this part, if you will, or this episode even, in full. So this one is blue, obviously by the coloration. I've made sprites purple as well, by the way, in all three, or as purple as I can make them, because obviously purple's my favourite colour, and purple's the colour of my avatar, so, well, purple's the colour of Minky, I should say. So that's why they're all purple like this, and I couldn't change it for everyone. I could just change all of the sprites or none of the sprites, that kind of thing. Alright, time for Lorelei of blue, which, to be fair, in she's pretty much the same in red. I think, in fact, everyone, all 4 Elite Four members is the same as in red and blue. The only one different, potentially different, is the rival battle, and in all fairness, the only reason why he would be different is if you chose a different starter. So, you know, that's a bit of a moot point, I guess. Like, yeah, they're different, but only if you choose a different starter. What? Yeah, it's a bit of a bad idea starting with Spirit, but I guess it is what it is. What? No! I guess it doesn't matter because I've got Slash. And you've got low HP and you don't think to heal for some reason. And I don't think to switch. And I'm going to risk a Sword Stance. I hope I can get away with this. That's basically going to... Okay, cool. Oh, attack fell, so it's basically the same now. Basically neutralized. That's not too bad. Yeah, that's probably gonna mess me up. Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna have to swap after this. Yeah, Slowbro. That's kind of a cool surfing sprite. The purple. Slowbro looks cool, blue, I think. Yeah, it looked quite cool, like the shelter on the tail, or whatever you want to call them, the fake cloister, if you will, or whatever, slow is, looks nice blue. I don't really look at them in red. I think the only one I really noticed is Gyarados, to be fair. Oh, that would have been good for Sandslash and Rock Slide. You know what, I'm going to risk it. That's basically the same cry. Okay, good. Rock Slide has not fed me yet. That's really nice. Wow, that took him down as well. I wasn't actually really expecting that, but wow, nice. I don't know the stats too well, so I can't really say how bad Jinx's physical defense is, but hey, we got there. I at least understand enough. Like, I know like Alakazam's really bad physically, defensively, and you know, really good specially and such. I know stuff like that, but I don't know too much in terms of the realm of like really nice bits and whatnot. I know enough, I would say, probably. Yeah, I'd probably say that. I'd probably say that I know enough. And there goes Lorelei. Lapis is blue normally, so it's like not really different. Yeah, I don't need to heal after that. What else was I gonna say? I don't know what else I was gonna say, to be honest. Wow, I did not suck up on healing items though. I really did not. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be fine. Didn't use too many in red, so I should be fine here, right? Oh, there's one in every room, it looks like. And there might be two in Lorelei. I wasn't checking, but I noticed one in Agatha's room. Bruno should be simple enough. And then I've really not got much to say. I mean, I recorded Red not too long ago, like about an hour ago. Not got an awful lot to say, other than like generic stuff, I guess, at best, or hopefully at worst. Which Onix looking blue, that's really nice, I think. Although it's a pity that there's obviously the crystal Onix, which kind of takes that a little bit. So it's that's something, I guess, but you know. Yeah, I guess it is what it is. I mean, if anything, this is really nice in the sense that you get to see the Pokemon in different colours and such. I guess you could just look up what they look like if you or edit it yourself in a program or something, but you don't get to really see it too often, if anything. And yeah, that was really bad as well. That really bad Ice Punch. I think in both Red and Blue and Yellow, I think all three of Hitmonchan's attacking moves are basically the 3 elemental punches, which are all special moves in this generation. But in even in Yellow, and then the 4th move is just an extra move that's not an attacking move. It's like it's not like I think in Yellow it might be double team, but you know I don't. Otherwise, it's not really anything. I don't know. I know it's a 4th move basically. I just don't know. I can't remember because I looked at the movesets the other day and you know, it's something, I'll tell you that. And if anything, it's good that they at least updated the moves for Yellow, because I think everyone in Red and Blue had literally the last 4 moves of whatever they would have learnt at this level. So for example, Machamp here would have had the last 4 moves that at level 58 Machamp would have, which includes Focus Energy. Even if it doesn't make sense level up wise, you know, they would still have them. Which is a little sad, to be honest, especially when it's Elite 4. Like, I guess, yeah, if it's a regular trainer, you know, then it makes sense, but kinda. But when it's a, you know, a gym leader or Elite 4 member, it doesn't really make sense, really, to be fair. Alright, Agatha time. I mean, they got here somehow, right? They would have had to have gone here somehow, so to have such bad moves, it makes you wonder, like, what's the story behind that? What's the story behind, you know, each of these 4 members getting here, if you will? And I did not... Actually, no, you got Earthquake, yeah, that's fine. I wanted to swap to Spirit, which actually would have suited the battle better. Not just for the fact that Spirit's moveset is probably better for this, for Agatha, but also the fact that they're called Spirit. Yeah, but oh well. A blue Golbat. That's normal colour, I just realised, yeah, it's normal colour of Golbat. But no, Golbat, I mean the tongue is blue. that's something. What? They used a super version on that mid-turn, okay. Again, how did you get here? With like 2 super potions, by the way. Yeah, Agatha has 2 super potions. You know, and it's like, you're the last member, or not the last member, you're a member of the Elite Four. How are you here with only 2 super potions? Surely you'd have something of full restores or something. You know, but no. I mean, I guess if anything, they've got to pull up a challenge for you, but... well, they've got to put up a challenge for you, but they've also got to be beatable for you as well. And yet, you're like this, you know. It's, kind of sad a little bit, in a way, if you will. You know. Yeah, I like playing with the colours a little bit of some Pokemon, like, just to see different variations of them as well. To see, like, what they would look like, if you will. Like, I mean, obviously, like, my big thing is with, the Gyarados. Like, back in Generation 2 when they made the Gyarados red, like, I mean, it's cool and all, but my only gripe with it, if you will, is, like, I kind of wish it was more like a different form for the Gyarados. Where, like, you managed to evolve the Gyarados, evolve the Magikarp sooner than expected, if you will. Not that I don't like shinies, or I do like shinies, but I mean, like, I kind of wish, like, the red Gyarados was treated as a different form instead. Because we have that nowadays, we have different forms. And it makes sense as well for it to be a different form, because it was a... like, the reasoning behind it is that... they're red because, you know, you evolve the Magikarp too quickly, but that's shiny. You know, but if you get, but like, a normal Magikarp becomes a blue Gyarados, and a shiny Magikarp becomes a red Gyarados. So surely you can get like a yellow Gyarados, right, from the shiny one, and then, but then who would evolve into the yellow Gyarados, you know, or golden Gyarados or whatever, you know. But, you know. Alright, Lance time. I should be able to defeat him with just Ice Beam actually, so that's nice. Yeah, we should have this in the bag really. Oh right, yeah, of course it starts with Gyarados. But yeah, here's a Gyarados, here's a blue Gyarados, in case you didn't see that before. Somehow. Oh wow, that's actually really nice. What's the odds of that? Critical hit and paralysis? Wonder what the odds of that would be in this case. I mean, I know it's kind of based on speed, critical hits are, but then you've also got the chance of paralysis, which I think is 3 in 10. I'm not sure, to be honest. It's either 1 in 10, 3 in 10, or 1 in 3, I think. I don't imagine it being any other one other than one of those 3 choices, if you will. Or, you know, one of those chances. And I don't know. And then obviously I don't know what the chances of getting critical hit is. So, you know, that's something. But yeah, that's Yeah, you're fast, and yet Spirit is slow for some reason. I thought Spirit was... I thought Sound Slashes was supposed to be fast. I still don't get why mine is so slow. Maybe they just got poor IV, and then I never put good speed EVs into them in this game somehow. Because I know like EVs are like a bit different in Generation 1 and 2, and it's really weird. Blue Dragonite, they look kind of angry to be honest in this game. And I don't blame them because they don't get any stab moves in Generation 1 whatsoever. Not even Fly, which I don't see ever get really talked about. Everyone talks about how Charizard doesn't get flying in Red and Blue, which by the way they get Fly in Yellow, you know, and they actually get other stab moves even if you ignore Fly. Including Wing Attack I think. I'm pretty sure they get Wing Attack at least, so if not they at least get Fire moves. Dragonite though, they don't get any flying type moves, and the only dragon type move is Dragon Rage, which is always fixed anyway, so it's not stab. So you know, it's really weird. I'm gonna see about healing. Although I don't think I've really got anything. Nah, I'm not got anything to heal with. Not that would come under. Not that wouldn't be a waste anyway. So I'm just gonna go ahead and battle him. And yeah, this is a blue again. Oh, well, not again. It's the rival again. But this one is actually called Blue, so I am the most powerful trainer in the world.
Of course.
Which is certainly a quote, you know, in Generation 1. It's a really weird quote. Yeah, it's not a really weird quote, you know, back then, but when Gen 2 came out, it's like, okay, what now, you know? Or at least when Gen 3 came out, okay, what now, you know? Mirror Move, Ice Beam. You got a crit. Okay, wow, okay, cool. Yeah. Blue Alicasam. How are you faster? Oh, I mean, I guess it makes sense actually, never mind. I can at least use a full restore now, or max potion or whatever, and feel like it's not too wasted. Never mind. Reflect now, really? Should have used that first time, then start attacking me, and hope that you get a confusion or something. Would have done less damage to you with my Earthquake. Oh well. I just realised how bad your last Pokemon's going to be for me. I also kind of hope as well that their AI programming, their good AI, does not come out as like, oh, I'll randomly choose a Pokemon that's good against all of your Pokemon. You know, like I hope they don't like think like, oh, I mean it's kind of obvious that it's not, if you will, that they've not done anything because Blue hasn't sent out Venusaur yet. And wow, Rock Slide finally missed. In the final battle against Blue. Of course you do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use up. I'm gonna have to let Mew faint for this. But it's something, because I want to use Rock Slide against them. I mean, I guess I could use something with water, but Dragon Rage, because of course that's going to faint me anyway. Even though it's probably its weakest move. I just hope I can survive this. I just hope I can get hit in. There we go. Yeah, I think that's 90 accuracy as well, so it's got a slight chance in missing, but you know, it's not bad. Anything below 90, I don't really like the accuracy then. If it's below 90, because it's like, it's too unreliable for me, to be honest. Because I don't know, I'm just not a fan of like low accuracy moves. Yeah. I should be fine here. Hopefully. Hey! Yeah, here comes his Venusaur. Yeah, I want to use a return actually healing go, but look at that, look how blue they are. It's actually really nice. And yeah, I want to try and use Spirit because I want to try and finish it off the battle with Spirit because I think that'd be really nice. Nice ending to it. Of course, I'm weak to his grass type moves, but I've got Earthquake at least. So, which is probably my best move here. It will stay super effective, but it should be neutral. Okay, never mind, it's critical hit. It should be neutral because again it's poisonous their secondary typing, and it should do not very effective to grass. But hey, we managed it. We won. We beat blue. You know, we beat red earlier today, and now we've just beat blue already in just an hour. Take that speed. No, I think. No, this was obviously from just the league. Yeah, I managed to beat the league again. I'm going to go through all this because I might as well just to kind of show it off, but then obviously, you know, I'll stop at the same point. Yeah, started with Squirtle. Hey, he tried to look left. Tried to look away before he started talking to Blue again. Yeah, again and again and again. Wow. This is probably my second... This is probably my middle team, if you will, out of the 3 teams as well. Like, I think Charizard and Gengar are probably my best two of the set, and then these two probably my middle 2 because they're not too diverse and they're weak to grass. Yeah, exploits, man. I have, to be fair. Yeah. This time we're taking on the league in Pokémon Yellow. And yeah, okay, there's no doors this time. And yeah, there's only one statue as well. That's a little odd considering there's space for it, but also there's also the game isn't yellow, so I'm gonna have to change that. So I will do that now. Which is really weird, but you know, I guess it is what it is. But yeah, it's this is what it looks like. Yellow, and it's very orange. You know, the very orange water, which you can surf random, by the way. But I don't think you can find any Pokemon while surfing. But I'm not sure about that. All right, let's take on Lorelei then with my team. I did raise these two up a little bit more than the ones in red and blue because, like I said, I think yellow's a bit better. The league's a little bit better with the Pokemon because the moves are a bit better, and you know, what else? Like I said, also this team is probably a bit worse than the other two just for how I sorted everything out, but I think I'll be fine. And of course, I get a miss. But now that I think about it, it's probably a good move to send out Forest first because they're just going to use Rest all this time. And that's it. Because they got good AI, and so they see Rest as a Psychic type move. They don't see the fact that it's obviously a status move as opposed to a attacking move, and so they just use Rest and Rest and Rest and Rest and Rest without ever considering the fact that it doesn't do any damage. You know, so even when they're at full health, they'll just see Rest and think, okay, let's use Rest. Because it's super effective, even though it's not. But it would be if it was an attacking move, but it's not, so therefore it's, you know, it kind of fails. Oh hey, a pink Slowbro this time. It's not yellow. I wonder if I'll actually change the colours for the battle as well, but if not, it doesn't matter. I'll still change the colours for the rooms at least. Because at least then it's at least then you can see the rooms differently. But the Pokemon I don't think are too much of a worry, if you will. to see the different colours here, because they already have their own colours and such anyway, and which is another really cool thing about Q, the missing no Q, because they've got like, because they don't combine colours, but they like they can make a Pokemon a different colour. So right now Raichu is yellow or orange, but if I were to combine them with a Gengar, for example, they'd be purple, because Gengar's palette is purple, even though Gengar is mostly black with a purple outline. The colour palette for Gengar is purple, and yeah, of course the moon changes colour back. That's fine. Which means this video is going to take a lot of editing. I say that, but this video is already going to take a lot of editing. That's assuming I put all 3 parts together. Alright, Bruno time. Do I want to start? Yeah, I want to start with Forest. What? It changed colours back just from pausing. Oh, that's really annoying, man. Well, at least you saw it. At least you saw, you know, at least you saw the rumours a little bit, and this is really all you need to see anyway, is the borders and the flooring. That's it. Anything else is just repeat, if you will. The doors, the statue, the walls, that's it. And Bruno, of course, but, you know, that's that is what it is. But yeah, I think that's it for all I can really talk about anyway, or at least what I've already had planned to talk about anyway. Well, I've got one other topic I want to bring up, but that's not until later on, so I can't bring it up yet because I don't want to spoil it. And I'm really doing well. I probably overtrained a little bit, but again, like I said, this is probably my worst team out of the 3. But I didn't plan it that way. I didn't plan for this to be the worst team or anything. I mean, I guess I kind of like the fact that the yellow is the one with the hardest team, but at the same time, it's kind of like, you know, I didn't really plan anything to be the worst team or the best team or anything like that. It just happened that way. Which, actually, I've got another topic I want to go over, which I'll go over at the end of the video as well, but for right now, it's, I mean, you might have figured this out from part 1, or from episode 1 even, but if not, then I'll go over to it. I'll go over it at the end, so you'll at least see, you know, what that is in case you haven't figured it out yet. Which I kind of feel like it should be obvious, but you would have had to have played, or at least have a decent understanding of the reference, if you will, in order to actually get the reference. So, you know, obviously we'll see when we get there. Agatha next. I do need to make sure that I change my team startup, because I don't want to start up with Forest this time, because Forest is probably going to be very bad against Agatha. And they saved colours this time. That's weird. That's really weird. I think the text is pretty much the same as well. I don't think there's really any differences except for maybe like minor differences at best. And that's not including any of the obviously new trainers or anything like that that are in the game or swapped around people. And even then, sometimes they have the same, they probably do sometimes have the same dialogue anyway. Like I know they made some trainers, like I know in Route, what's the one north of Vermilion but south of Saffron, I know there's a few references there to the anime. And then I know, but I don't think they changed the text, or if they did, it's probably very minor at best, or maybe they changed the text of one trainer but not another. And then I know there's a trainer east of Cerulean City that did change his team, and it also changed his text as well. Because it's another, like, that's a major reference to the anime, if you will. You know, like, that's, I mean, it's a pretty obvious reference, if you will. You know, like, when you're looking out for references to the anime, you look at what he says and you think, yeah, that's got to be that reference, if you will. You know, I know I've mentioned this before at some point. I'm not sure exactly when, but if it was in one of my DA journals or something, but I know I mentioned it at some point. So, but obviously, like, I can't really show it off here because I've bastard him already, unfortunately. But maybe I will do like a let's play. Actually, no, I know I will do a let's play of Gen 1, like a proper let's play, if you will, in the future. Where I'll actually start from the very beginning instead of doing an After Elite 4 extras on it. And I can show it off there. You know, it's just... In fact, you know what? I probably also mentioned it in my ASAP run of Yellow that I did before, all the way back when. So, yeah, there's that. And also there, see, she had a Psychic on her Gengar. That's a really nice move. For Gengar, because I don't think she's supposed to have... I think in Red and Blue, I think all of her moves are just the generic Gengar moves, but I'm not sure actually. I'm pretty sure they are, because I'm pretty sure it's a sense of, like, you know, they didn't really care too much to change it up, if you will, if that makes sense. I don't know if care too much is the right word, but you know what I mean, you know, I don't think they did too much like that. And let me change the colours real quick. Yeah, with a nice hallway here. And look at this. It changes the colours as well. But yeah, it actually puts the doors there for you as well. Okay, let me put the colours back because I actually want to have the colours, the yellow colours up. Alright, this is definitely a Raichu, a light starter. I want to start with light, I mean, that's... Okay, well, I've actually got some healing items, I've actually got some decent stuff here. Okay, cool. But yeah, like, what else was there? There was, So yeah, I've done the yellow ACP run before, but I'm going to do it again anyway, because I want to actually get ACP runs out there and whatnot. And... you know, plus it gives me an excuse to show off all the different kinds of ACP runs and whatnot. So, you know, obviously, you know, I was going to say, I was starting to think there wasn't any music. I don't know, I probably wasn't listening. But anyway, yeah, so I definitely want to do ACP runs again in the future. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to tackle them, but I definitely want to tackle them somehow in the future. Like, I've got an idea of how I'm going to tackle them. So, you know, like, there is something of a plan there already. You know, of course you get Hyper Beam, but I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. This is going to leak. Wow, that was 48 damage. That wasn't even 50 damage from a Hyper Beam Dragonair. Like, if anything, like, I feel like that should have been, you know, like, I feel like Hyper Beam maybe should have been a Dragon type move, because then that would have made it weaker on every normal type Pokemon, and then, you know, I feel like it would have made it weak on every normal type Pokemon, and then, or maybe it should have been like, if they could just program it so that, you know, it's Dragon type, or, you know, the Dragon type Pokemon get stab on it, because then at least then they get stab on it. Because like I said earlier, yeah, like, see, I still got Leech Seed off, even though they were actually fainted already. But like, because there's no stab moves for Dratini or Dragonair, because the only Dragon type move there is Dragon Rage, which does set damage, and there's no And Dragon Knight doesn't actually learn any fire moves. Or they have Ice Beam. They got a crit, okay, good. Well, I say good, but I mean like obviously like the Hyper Beam wasn't very good. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna start getting some double teams off now. If anything, I've got Leech Seed, I've got Toxic Seed off, so if anything, I should be fine, even if they did freeze me. You know, because of that, because Toxic Seed is actually, I mean, I don't think it's a, I think it's an exploit, if anything, personally, because I don't think they intended it, but I don't think it was a glitch either. You know, I think it's one of those kinds of things. That's just my personal opinion on it, though. Hyper Potion, of course you do. I mean, at least it gives us more Toxic Seed turns, right? Look at that full bar of red health. And look at that, after a Hyper Potion, they still lose a good chunk of their health. So he just wasted a Hyper Potion. That's great. Please, oh wow, 5 double teams and you still get that in. But please waste more Hyper Potions, that'd be really nice. Wow, you get a critical freeze. I guess it was a critical freeze, wasn't it? Look at this, it's not even saying freeze yet. You just waited until I got my Leech Seed damage in. Should have a full heal. Yeah. Of course they have Fly. Let's use a double team and not worry. Oh, okay, they're faster. If I'd known that, I would have used Toxic straight away. Oh well. Of course they do. Oh well. It's already got like 95 accuracy anyway, so it's not like... I should have predicted that as well, because I know Aerodactyl's pretty fast. But Fly already has 95 accuracy anyway. So it's a pretty bad... it's not a very good move. I don't get why it's got lower accuracy as well, by the way. I don't know why, because it's like... You'd think it'd be like... you'd think it'd be at least 100 accuracy, because... it just wouldn't... Because you're wasting a turn. It's a 2-turn move, and yeah, it's... You'd think... Because you'd want that to actually go through, I don't know. I remember comparing those moves as well, like moves like Giga Drain, Solar Beam, stuff like that, and it really does depend on your situation or your team, like how you use them and whatnot. Because you really gotta think about how you're gonna go about all your moves and such. Because you can't really just, especially when it's like, TMs and such, where at least you have the option to just wait until later to teach something. But like, especially I guess more so with like learn set moves, like level up moves. I mean, like if it's a level up move, you really got to be careful about what you teach your Pokemon, because you don't want to end up teaching. Like for example, if you have the TM, for example, you don't want to teach a TM to a Pokemon that's already going to learn that move anyway. You might as well save it for someone else or sell it or something. I say sell it, but I mean like 9 times out of 10, you'd probably want to teach it anyway. If you want to teach it in the first place, you probably want to teach it to someone else anyway, just to have, another Pokemon who has it. Or you would have been, but you have one more opponent. Because of course you do. I wonder who that opponent is. His name is Yellow. He beat the anyway. Well, that's my Pokemon at. Not too bad. I think he starts with Sand Slasher, so I'm going to start with Forest this time. And yeah, I don't really need to heal, so I think I'll be... Actually, hang on. Maybe I have Max Elixirs I could use. Yeah, you've only lost 10 PP on Thunderbolts. I don't think that's too bad. and 5 toxic seeds left. That's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. So yeah, let's go. Let's do this. There we go. It's the same room basically, but I'm gonna change the colours anyway. Might as well for the last room. Yeah, I was looking forward to seeing you, Minky. I was hoping to say I was looking forward to see you again, but no. Anyway, so Yellow, the rival. Now the rival in Yellow. Now I used to think his team was based on the first 2 battles, and like he would choose the Eeveelution that, you know, based on the win-loss ratio between for your first 2 battles against him. That being the first one being in the lab, of course, and the second one being west of Viridian Forest, Viridian City, when you all the way back when at the start of the game. But that's not exactly true. So if you beat him in the lab, so if you get 2 wins and then he falls into Jolteon. If you get 1 win and 1 loss, then he falls into Flareon. And if you get, and you'd think it would be if you get 2 losses, he falls into Vaporeon. However, that's not exactly true. Instead, what actually happens is, if you lose to him in in the lab, then he will automatically have his Vaporeon team, regardless of if you beat him near Viridian City or not. Meaning that if you lose to him in the lab, but beat him, you know, near Viridian City, then he will still have his Vaporeon team, even though you won against him 1 time. And that goes one of my toxic seeds. Great. Actually, it's not even toxic seed because it's Executor. They can't get hit by. And they can't get a critical hit as well. What is this? Okay, good. They only got 2 hits in. But yeah, so I used to think it was obviously 2 wins is Jolteon, 2 losses is Vaporeon, and 1 win, 1 loss is Flareon. Technically it is, but it's not really that simple, unfortunately. So, you know, it's you know, you got to be wary about that. And I learned that the hard way because I obviously wanted a specific team on him to kind of showcase. Obviously, he also picks 2 Pokemon based on this Eeveelution, but like I wanted specifically, you know, a specific team on him because obviously the other 2 games, Red and Blue, I've picked, you know, Charmin and Squirtle. Therefore, respectively, he has chosen Squirtle and Bulbasaur. So I, of course, wanted the Flareon team here, so it will be at least, you know, one team each, if you will. It'd be 1 team that is grass, 1 team that is fire, 1 that is water. But I lost to him in the lab on purpose, and then when I went to face him, you know. And I went to battle him, you know, near Viridian City because, like, obviously I wanted to get the free Pokeballs you get from Professor Oak at the beginning of the game, because I thought that'd be pretty cool. But then, as it turns out, but then as soon as I got to the Pokemon Tower, which is the first time in which he actually kind of shows off technically what team he has. He hasn't unfolded his Eevee yet, but you'll be able to see what Eevee team he has, or you know what team he has, and you'll be able to predict his Eeveelution. And he had the 2 Pokemon that would basically mean that he has, or yeah, he would have the 2 Pokemon that would mean he would have the Vaporeon team instead. So obviously, you know, I'm looking at that and thinking, okay, why has he got the Vaporeon team when he should have the Flareon team? You know, so I did a bit of research, you know, and the deadly R word, you know, and you know, so be proud of me, guys. I managed to survive that. But you know, I did a bit of that, and turns out that this is the case. If you lose something in the Professor Oak lab, it's just an automatic double loss, if you will, in that case. But you still get to battle him near Viridian. So, you know, you have to be wary about that. So if you want to get a specific team, just be wary of that. That it's not necessarily a case of just win and, you know, if you want Flareon team, it's win or loss depending on who you want to, you know, depending on who you actually want, if you will. Like if you want, you know, the Vaporeon team, you can lose some in the Professor Oak lab, and then it doesn't matter how you battle him in Viridian City, you can skip him if you want. That would still count as a loss, you know, that kind of thing. And yeah, that's kind of how you have. That's pretty much you having to be careful, if you will. You know what I mean. You know, you just have to be really careful about that. So, you know, it's a bit unfortunate, but I guess it is what it is. And yeah, Minky defeated Yellow. Yeah, beat all 3 teams. Yes. This is the end. Alright, let me change the colours again for Thingamajig, and see also see if Thingamajig Professor Oak changed the colours back with his magical spawning powers. Okay, he doesn't. Great. He stops looking away. But yeah, this is actually the end of pretty much the end of the LP, actually. And yeah, it said Pikachu, but it's not the right choice I have now. Even though it technically should be, but it's not. He looks away as well. I love how they have a frame or two to just look away for a moment, or look whichever direction they want, and then they snap into whichever direction they need to be looking at. Yeah, I think this is pretty much the same. Like I said, I don't think they changed much. You know, especially in a Yellow. You know, I mean, obviously to say Pikachu in here, that's really the only difference. Let's actually change the colours again. It's got to be the proper colours, you know, for the ending. Hall of Fame again, you know. But yeah, this has been quite the LP. I mean, I know it's only 5 episodes long, but it's quite the LP. I don't even remember when I recorded part 1 actually, to be honest, or episode 1. I don't even remember episode 1 recording. I know I put it in the description or whatever, not the description, but like I put it in the thingamajig, because you can actually set like a recording date for it. But you know, but I don't remember what I don't remember what it was. But I know today's the 22nd of May, so 2 days before before episode 1 goes out. So yeah, hopefully with a bit of luck, all of this will be edited up and actually ready to go out on time. All of the videos ready before I even. Yeah, so I do apologise if I get like any criticisms or something during, you know, before this episode comes out, and I could have improved on them. But I because this series was so short, I actually wanted to, you know, get it all done anyway and such. So, and also it starts on the 24th of May because that's when another Let's Play started, all the way back in 2011 actually. So I kind of wanted to pay homage to that, and I thought, you know what, let's try and see if I can get it all done before then as well, because then I can get all the episodes out on time, not have to worry about it. The only issue is I can't really reply to the criticism and improve from it on this LP, but I can at least do that for the next After-AEFE Extra series. So there's at least that. So, you know, But yeah, now I'm going to end this little part here, and then I'm going to go to the credits, and we're going to watch those, and then yeah, that'll be the true end of the Let's Play. And here we are, the finale of the Let's Play, or the very end of the Let's Play. Here's the teams that we had at the end. Obviously got my first 3 members, and then we got my last 3 members. Or, you know, my first and second members. I'm recording all 3 of this at the same time, by the way. Red, blue, and yellow are the same. Well, yellow's at the top, red's in the middle, blue's in the bottom. But I'm recording all 3 at the same time, because I figured I might as well try and do this, because I think this is probably the best way for me to be able to tackle this, if you will, because then I don't have to worry about syncing it all up and whatnot. And yeah, wow, I've actually got the same Professor Oak advice. I didn't catch an awful lot of Pokemon during the series, in all fairness, because I was more so focusing on actually trying to do the 8th instead. So, you know, but yeah, this project, wow, I can't believe it's, I mean, I can believe it's already done, but I can't believe it's finally done. You know, I can't believe that finally got this project done, and you know, like I said, it's sort of like respect to my first Let's Play I ever did, all the way back in 2011. So you know, I'm really glad that that LP, even though it's not, I can't do an LP movie of it now, it's at least being honoured in a way that I can at least do. Even though I can't do anything else with it now, so because I was dumb enough to delete it before archiving properly. But hey, at least I've got something to look back on it, if you will, and you know, even though this is my first Let's Play after returning, it's still, you know, something. I call it my second Let's Play because I did get the trailer out before the Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's Play. That's why it's LP number 2 rather than LP number 3. And I'll probably do that in future as well, because I don't see any reason to not do that in the future and change it up, if you will, without, at least not without explanation, anyway, if that makes sense, if you will. I don't know if I negatived it too much, but you know what I mean. Point is, you know, I'm really glad that this LP is, I finally done it and whatnot, and you know, I hope that, you know, I hope you enjoyed. And you know, it's great to be back for one, and it's also great that I finally got this out, and I don't know, it's just great. It's something. That's what it is. In the future, I don't know if we're gonna, how soon I'm gonna be doing this, but I do have plans on doing a Gen 2 AEFE. Gold, Silver and Crystal, all 3 of them together, kind of like this one basically, and I'll leave it up to your imaginations what to expect there when, you know, when it comes to, you know, what I'm going to do there, if you will. Just know that it's an After-AEFE for extras. That's that's the name of the game, if you will. That's the name of the Let's Play, if I should say. So, you know, I'll let your imaginations take that as you will. And I don't know how many I'm going to do of these AEFEs. I don't know how many AEFEs I'm going to do. I know I want to do at least up to Generation 6 in full, even though I'm technically already doing alright as well. I'm doing an After-AEFE for that one as well. You know, which won't be released until I actually start, until the LP movie is released, so that actually won't start. But I have recorded 1 episode for that already as it is, at least the original, for the original AEFE back when I started, I think in 2016, because it was the 5-year anniversary of it. And I do want to get back on that. I should get back on it soon actually, but I've been busy over this past few weeks. But fortunately, 24th of May I should have free up a bit of time, so I might be able to work on it a bit more by then. You know, and I should be able to maybe make a dent in that. But like I said, I won't be starting it until the LP movie's out, which isn't for quite a while. I think it's the 18th one out of 30-ish, if I remember correctly. I don't know. I'll quit myself and call out if I need to. But yeah, so obviously I will be remaking that AEFE, if you will, because it will be like an actual, but you know, again, no, I'll let you, I won't spoil too much for it. Just know that obviously I'll be finishing that AEFE off, but then I'll be redoing it, if you will. So just keep that in mind for when we actually get there. And then look forward to Gen 2 AEFE as well. Like I said, you know, that's coming soon. I don't know when, but that's definitely coming soon. I'm working on the LPs for that, or I'm working on the files for that, save files for, in order to actually, you know, start it. But I don't know when I'm going to start it though. I don't know if I'm going to do it like I did this Let's Play, if I'm going to start on a specific day, like maybe on the 13th of March again or something, or if I'm going to do it this year, or what. You know, I don't know. I'm just going to, we'll see what happens, you know. Obviously I'm not even all the way there yet, I'm not even done, but, you know. Anyway, so, yeah, I've also decided this is going to be one whole part, as you can tell already. So hopefully that's not been too much of a downer, but obviously it's the finale, so I think it kind of deserves to be a bit longer. Of course I say that, but this credits are going on a bit too long. So yeah, I'll try and end it now then. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm really glad. I'm going to repeat myself again. No. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this project, and you know, I hope that you look forward to more. You know, like I said, I can't, any criticisms for this Let's Play I couldn't take in during the Let's Play itself, because as I said, you know, all this was recorded before, in fact all of it was edited. I should be editing this tonight, or if not tomorrow. All this was recorded before the first episode went out, and then it'll all be edited before it comes out as well. On top of that, I do have the bonus series, if you will, where I take on the Pokemon, I take on certain trainers and such with that team of like the Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee, the fossils and whatever. So at least that'll get implemented in, if you will. You know, so at least any criticisms for that would be implemented for the LP will be implemented into that, if you will. But that's just a bonus series, if you will. That's not anything. You know, that's its own thing, if you will. So it's not really the actual LP. It's just a bonus series, if you will. So look forward to that as well. And then also, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If there's anything I miss, I'll probably forget to put it in call out, but hopefully I don't. And yeah, that's it. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a very minky day.